A scam that could affect your daily commute. We'll tell you what to look out for and how to protect yourself coming up. And homelessness remains a big issue across the U.S., but in Yakima County, Comprehensive Health Care is taking steps to provide shelter to those living on the street.
And after a wet and windy week so far, conditions, well, they settled down today. I'll get you prepared in my first alert weather forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
And I'm Jason Valentine. Welcome to Thursday morning.
Yes.
Getting close to that weekend.
We really are.
And again, we have that partial eclipse Saturday morning.
That's right. Make sure you have your eye protection for that.
Exactly, early 9 o'clock hour, but we still see quite a bit of cloud coverage, so we're hoping that is wrong.
Yeah, hopefully it clears up.
Hopefully it does. Let's take a look outside, and we have a very nice day ahead. We're looking at nicer conditions, sunnier conditions, and do get ready for things to be less windy as well. So let's take a look at that radar. What a difference than pretty much every morning we've had this week. We are seeing nicer and nicer conditions, and we're going to see plenty of sunshine as well. So do get ready for a very nice Thursday. Now we're staying cool. We're right around our average, upper 60s, lower 70s. Today, still right around those mid 60s, but a little bit warmer than we saw yesterday. And we're going to continue to slightly warm into our weekend. So folks, a lot is going on. So just get ready for a much nicer, at least looking day today. So as we look at what's impacting you, a touch warmer, calmer and dry. And yes, that partial eclipse on Saturday. We'll have a look at our futurecast exactly when that eclipse is supposed to happen or will be happening. And again, folks, you got to travel all the way down to Bend and Eugene to see the full eclipse. Now, it's not a total eclipse, but you'll see that ring of fire since the moon almost is covering up the sun. I'll have all that in my forecast. That's coming up, but right now we're going to send it back to Jill.
One preteen and two teenage boys have been arrested on suspicion of two robberies in Kennewick. According to the Kennewick Police Department, the first robbery happened just before midnight on October 5th in the 2100 block of West 4th Avenue. And 5 days later, police say the boys returned to the same location and robbed it again. Police say during one of the incidents, a firearm was displayed. All three suspects were arrested yesterday and booked into the Benton Franklin County Juvenile Justice Center on charges of first and second degree robbery. Washington State Patrol has issued a warning about scammers selling fake jewelry. The scammers peddling their wares near highway entrance ramps. According to WSP's trooper Chris Thorson, there have been multiple reports of people in expensive rental cars stopping people in traffic or on entrance ramps. He says they'll tell you they need money for gas and in exchange trade you fake jewelry, watches, and AirPods. Trooper Thorson urges caution, saying the scammers are aggressive sellers.
Where they're parked is restricted access, either on the on-ramp or off-ramps or the highways, because it's a dangerous situation with cars and pedestrians. So, and then what happens is when people pull over, what we've been receiving is that they get into a high-pressure kind of sales tactic of exchanging either watches or jewelry for gas money.
So what should you do if this happens to you? Well, according to Trooper Thorson, don't stop if someone is flagging you down and do your best to ignore them. He says call 911 as soon as possible and give police a location and description of the suspected scammer and their vehicle. Another important warning, don't handle anything they attempt to give you. It could look like you're accepting it, which could lead them to getting even more aggressive and demanding payment. The families of 4 teenagers who were hurt and killed in a crash near Hera in 2021 are suing the driver and Yakima County for negligence after 3 died and 1 lost an arm. Lawyers accuse the driver of negligence for allegedly failing to follow the posted speed limit approaching the hill on Shields Road. They claim the county was negligent because the road is unsafe with a 45-degree slope and limited visibility from either direction, and that the county did not have enough warnings in place to notify drivers.
It needs to be made safer, whether that's fixing it or making sure that people are fully aware of how dangerous it is so that they have time to react. That would be the ultimate goal.
We reached out to the law firm representing the county, but have yet to hear back from them. Homelessness is a growing issue in Yakima County, but Comprehensive Healthcare is looking at what it can do to help. The Department of Commerce Housing Trust Fund has issued a $5 million loan meant to help expand the organization's permanent supportive housing in Sunnyside. Currently, Comprehensive Healthcare runs Vista del Sol, a 12-unit apartment complex on Parkland Drive. This is where low-income adults struggling with mental health or substance abuse can live independently while still having access to resources. Last month, they broke ground on a 20-unit expansion called Vista del Sol 2.
It's hard to focus on your treatment needs, your mental health treatment needs, or your substance use disorder treatment needs if you don't have those basic needs met. So this can help people on the road to recovery.
Construction has begun with hopes of having the new units ready by next summer. The Marcus Whitman is set to reopen today after being forced to close for weeks when gasoline was found in the basement of the hotel. It was originally meant to reopen on Monday, but it was delayed. The investigation prompted the post office to also close, but it's now reopened and running on normal business hours. While the two buildings are able to open their doors again, the Marcus Whitman has announced that the Mark Restaurant, the Vineyard Lounge, and the hotel lobby are still closed until further notice. The hotel issued this statement along with its reopening announcement. Thank you to our guests, our team members, and the local community for your patience and understanding during this time. We would also like to thank the City of Walla Walla, the Walla Walla Fire Department, Clean Harbors, and the Department of Ecology for your partnership as we worked to ensure the health and safety of our community. The Pasco School District celebrated the groundbreaking of a unique educational tool yesterday, Team Pasco House Number 23. Students interested in learning construction trade skills have the chance to get out of the classroom and get some training in a real-world setting, as well as valuable skills like teamwork and problem solving. Once the home is built, it is sold, and then the money is used to keep the program running.
So we developed the idea of a Team Pasco home where the students would actually build a home alongside our instructor and community members and get that great experience so that they can go out in the community and either start their own business or work in the construction industry, has many aspects.
The Pasco School District also introduced its new electric school bus. The district is using $1.2 million in grant money from the State Department of Ecology to buy the buses and install the infrastructure needed to operate them. We'll return in just a moment, but first Jason Valentine joins us live now for another quick look at weather.
Folks, we have a much calmer Thursday ahead, setting up a nice day today and a nice, at least daytime hours for your Friday. I'll get you ready for that and a sneak peek at your weekend when showers could return. That's coming right up.
And a new report from the CDC offers some hope amid the increasing rate of overdose deaths in the United States. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
Shelby's Floral, your homegrown neighbor with worldwide connections for over 45 years. Shelby's, more than just a flower shop, specializing in beautiful custom arrangements, live plants, silk florals, home decor, and all things fall. We're unique and we're here for all of life's occasions. Shelby's Floral at the corner of Clearwater and Edison in Kennewick. Stop by today and let our experienced designers help you with all of your floral needs. Shelby's Floral.
Looking for a cozy fall event for your entire family? Queensgate Gardens in Richland has a perfect one for you. Featuring a corn and hay bale maze, a dump truck slide, pumpkin archery and painting, and more. Come visit us at Queensgate Gardens for a seasonal memory you'll never forget.
A successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process. With Windermere on your side and confidence in your real estate journey.
Join the fun at this year's Free Fall Festival, October 12th and 14th. 2 days of free fun, movie night at Fairchild Cinemas in Pasco, and fun and games at Volunteer Park. Brought to you by Gisa Credit Union, Lord's Health, and Pasco Parks and Recreation.
Flooring is not forever. Are you tired of stains, traffic patterns, chips, dents, scratches, and the smells? Shop for the perfect flooring for your life, whether you need carpet, laminate, or hardwood. Great Floors is here to help you reinvent your space. We are celebrating Karastan Month in October by offering incredible discounts on Karastan carpet and hardwood flooring. Ask about our in-house 0% 12-month financing. Visit a Great Floors today and spend the winter on Great Floors.
My forever partner is in this house.
You my little boo thing.
Here's the Social Security.
I'll be shooting that shot like 2K, girl.
It's never too late.
Got the best of mine.
Since 1975, the Tri-Cities Food Bank has been meeting the need of the hungry here in our community, 40% of which are children. Yokes and McCurley, they do this food drive, which we count on every year. When people go and buy a car there, they are supporting the Tri-Cities Food Bank, and we can never say thank you enough.
Find your way home in a new, used, or certified pre-owned vehicle from McCurley Mazda.
In 2014, Benton County voters passed an initiative to fund law and justice efforts. This allowed police departments to increase staffing, improve officer retention, reduce backlog in the justice system, fund gang prevention, fund drug court, fight sex trafficking, and improve the quality of life in our communities. Continue to keep Benton County safe. Vote to approve Proposition 1.
It's fall in Northeast Washington. Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now, Tuesday.
Welcome back on this Thursday morning. Well, drug overdose deaths in the U.S. are still rising each month, but the pace appears to be slowing down. New reports from the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention project that over 112,000 people died from a drug overdose from May of last year to May of this year. It's an increase of more than 2,700 from the year before, but experts say these numbers are still lower than the spike seen during the early years of the COVID-19 pandemic. Overdose deaths rose by 30% between 2019 and 20, and as well as another 15% between 2020 and 21. According to the CDC, in response, the Food and Drug Administration has approved the first over-the-counter version of naloxone, or Narcan, a drug used to reverse opioid overdoses as a way to combat overdose deaths. The nasal spray is now available in stores and online. Washington Governor Jay Inslee held a performance review yesterday to discuss behavioral health with a focus on children and teens. These meetings are a chance for agencies to come together to evaluate what has been working and what hasn't and share their methods with each other. Governor Inslee said he's seeing some encouraging signs.
Scriber Elementary School in Linwood, where they're building 55-unit housing for kids essentially that are homeless right there, 9 of which are for emancipated youth, a very, very creative model of how to engage the school district. Good things are happening here because we believe that we can help kids, and that's one of the messages I have. Kids can get help, they get better, they thrive, we get them over rough patches. This is a good investment, so I'm looking forward to the creative ideas from everybody today.
Youth who are part of the LGBTQ community, along with those who have a disability, are much more likely to be bullied and as a result suffer from poor mental health. The state says while the number of teens and young adults using alcohol and cigarettes is dropping, the number who use cannabis or painkillers has remained fairly steady. One of the major things experts find drastically improve youth's overall mental health, having strong connections with family, at school, and in the community. Coming up, no one likes getting hit with junk fees, and the Biden administration is looking at another way to force sellers to be upfront about the total costs of their products. And I'll return with your first alert weather forecast. We'll get you ready for your Thursday and a look at your weekend as well. That's coming up next on Good Morning Northwest.
Smoke City for Less is your one-stop shop in Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, West Richland, and Hermiston. Every location is conveniently located. And now, Smoke City for Less Hermiston has relocated to North 1st Street by AutoZone. An easy turnoff, $3.95, and you are there. For the lowest prices and largest selection of vape mods, the best batteries, tobacco products, Kratom, and specialty products too. Open 7 days a week, 5 locations, Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, West Richland, and the new location in Hermiston, off $3.95. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
Bruno! Bruno!
Pup on the run? No problem. With 5 drive modes, Rogue makes this a walk in the park.
Drive the Nissan Rogue. Now get a low $389 per month lease on Rogue or get 0% APR financing for 36 months on the Rogue Platinum.
Every day is different here at Ben Franklin Transit. With over 400 vehicles ranging from vans to 40-foot coaches, it takes a skilled workforce to keep our fleet running smoothly. We're looking for mechanics and equipment service workers to join the Ben Franklin Transit maintenance team. With unmatched benefits and generous paid time off, we care about our employees on and off the lot. If you're interested, please apply online at bft.org/careers and join the team that keeps the Tri-Cities moving.
If you've been considering updating your kitchen or bath countertops, be sure to attend the Costless Carpet Annual Slab Sale. This Saturday, Costless Carpet designers and fabricators will be on site. Every in-stock slab is on sale, with select slabs marked down up to 50%. Choose from a huge selection of quartz, marble, and granite slabs. Fabricators will only be on site this Saturday from 9 to 5. So bring in your plans and drawings for instant savings. Find your nearest Costless Carpet at costlesscarpet.com.
A guy wearing a mask took your son. He gets snatched by somebody?
Friday night.
Who would do this?
We may finally have an answer to a mystery over 25 years old.
David Muir, Deborah Roberts, the all-new 2020, Friday night on ABC.
Our hometown. It's more than the regions we live in or the roads we drive on. It's a camaraderie, a belonging. It's working together to be a part of something bigger. All October long, bring a non-perishable food donation to McCurley dealerships or find a specially packed food donation bag at any local Yolks Fresh market. You are driving change in our community. That's what makes home, home.
Find your way home in a new, used, or certified pre-owned vehicle from McCurley Chevrolet.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Thursday morning, everyone. Hope you're enjoying your morning so far. Hope you've had a nice week so far, and definitely better conditions are on the way. Very quiet this morning so far, and winds taking a break, and so is shower activity. Let's take a look at our radar. We just had a little bit just to the east of Dayton, kind of going into the Blue Mountain region, but that's dissipating as well. Even the Cascades, which have seen heavy shower activity all this week, are starting to look at nicer conditions. And we expect sunshine throughout most of our areas today. A little bit of cloud coverage, then a better clearing into our overnight period into tomorrow. And then, yes, shower activity looks to be returning to the northwest as we get to Friday late. So could see just bits and pieces of shower activity, especially as we get into Saturday morning. And this cloud coverage will most likely hold tough as we see that eclipse coming through just after 9 a.m. on Saturday morning. Again, partial eclipse for our area. So we're keeping a close eye on that. Hopefully we see some clearing as we get closer to the date, just 2 days away. So temperatures. We are chilly, 51 for Pendleton. Other than that, we're in the upper to mid to lower 40s. It's a chilly morning, folks, so you're definitely going to want to bundle up as you're heading out the door. Now, our temperatures for our highs were slightly warmer today, and then we're going to be right around our average as we head into our weekend and into our next work week. So finally, we're seeing our average. Now, our average right now is 69 for this time of year as we're entering almost to the mid part of October. So we're just going to be staying very chilly as we head into our next work week, but we're now back to average after being below average for about the last week, actually for the last few days, because we just saw those warm, lovely temperatures. Do you remember that last week and even in the weekend? Well, I don't think they're coming back. So wind speeds, they are taking a break today. We have light winds, and those light winds are going to continue, almost nominal winds through Saturday. Sunday, it looks like we'll see a little bit of a push on Tuesday. Still, though, light winds into your weekend. So I've been talking about that eclipse, and again, it's an annular eclipse. So what that means is the moon doesn't completely cover up the sun, but it covers it up enough to have a ring of fire on the outer edge. We're not going to see another total eclipse until next year, next April, but that's going to rumble through Texas, the Midwest, and in the East Coast. our annular one is going to roll the total eclipse, or at least the total Ring of Fire eclipse, will be through Eugene and Bend. We're going to see about 70 to 80% if those clouds do clear up. So let's take a look at those highs today. Mid-60s for Ellensburg, Yakima, Toppenish. Over in the mid-Columbia, we're in the mid to upper 60s, as we are just a couple degrees warmer than we saw just yesterday. And in the the Blue Mountain region, 64 for Walla Walla, 63 Pendleton. 7-day forecast, mid-60s pretty much for the week ahead. Showers returning very slightly late Friday into Saturday, and then a little better chance of more showers next week over in the lovely Tri-Cities area. Maybe even some lower 70s for your weekend, as we're just gradually getting a little bit warmer as we're heading into our weekend. And again, folks, that eclipse coming in the early 9 a.m. hour Saturday morning. We're keeping a close eye on the cloud coverage there. But folks, today is going to be a beautiful Thursday ahead, just staying chilly in the mid-60s.
A new federal rule has been proposed to simplify the process of claiming electric vehicle tax credits. Proposed by the Treasury Department, the rule would allow car buyers to claim tax credits up to $7,500 for new and up to $4,000 for used electric vehicles the minute you drive it off the lot. Advocates say the move would benefit low and middle income drivers who may now have a chance to afford a car.
We're all in for EVs, and dealers are essential to making that transition a success.
To make everyone benefit from electric cars, we will need more incentives, more infrastructure.
Now, buyers would need to meet the individual eligibility requirements, using the purchased electric vehicle for personal use, not being claimed as a dependent on anyone's taxes, and being under the income limit. Junk fees are the extras that pop up on your bill, like processing fees on concert tickets. And now the Biden administration is looking at a rule that would make sure consumers are more aware of the total cost of their purchases. Yesterday, the Federal Trade Commission announced a proposed rule designed to ban any hidden fees. Officials say the extra fees cover up the actual cost of purchases across a number of different industries, such as concert tickets or utility bills.
These junk fees can add up hundreds of dollars, weighing down family budgets and making it harder to pay family bills. Research shows that without realizing it, folks can end up paying as much as 20% more because of hidden junk fees than they would have paid if they could see the full price up front and compare it with other options.
Opponents claim the new rules could mean fewer choices for customers. Yesterday, the head of the National Apartment Association issued a statement saying that new regulations would heavily impact housing operations and would ultimately hurt the very individuals policymakers are trying to protect. There are fewer than 75 days until Christmas, and the United Postal Service has released its holiday shipping and mailing deadlines to help ensure packages arrive by December 25th. For domestic deliveries, Ground Advantage and First Class Mail must be in the mail by December 16th, December 18th for Priority Mail, and December 20th for Priority Mail Express. The international mailing deadlines are a bit sooner. For military or diplomatic post office, Ground Advantage must be mailed by November 6th. First Class and Priority Mail must be mailed by December 9th, and Priority Mail Express military service by December 15th. The U.S. Postal Service says there will be no holiday surcharges this year. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, there is finally a winner of the second largest Powerball jackpot in history. We'll tell you where the winning ticket was sold when we come back.
Our customers depend on us for everything. We grow well over 200 different crop varieties, and there's tremendous diversity within our trade territory. We spend a lot of time and work a lot with our customers on enhancing and utilization of the products that John Deere offers. From a technology perspective, we do what we say every single day.
Save the date! The Three Rivers Bridal Show is coming October 15th. Let us sweep you off your feet with a day of fun, romance, and style. Doors open 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. and don't miss the fashion show at 12 p.m. and 3 p.m. Tickets are only $13 and children 3 and under are free. Discover the best from dress shops, bakeries, photographers, DJs, and more. Your pro team is ready to meet you and make your wedding dreams come true. The Three Rivers Bridal Show tickets are on sale now at Ticketmaster.com or at the Toyota Center box office.
Join the fun at this year's Free Fall Festival, October 12th and 14th. 2 days of free fun, movie night at Fairchild Cinemas in Pasco, and fun and games at Volunteer Park. Brought to you by Gisa Credit Union, Lourdes Health, and Pasco Parks and Recreation.
Check out Columbia Basin Buildings and Sheds, your local Old Hickory Sheds dealer. We sell and deliver a wide variety of buildings, including storage sheds, lofted barns, playhouses, cabins, and more. Come visit us at 3680 West Van Giesen Street in West Richland.
Incredible deals are happening at Spec Buick GMC during our Drive for a Cure campaign. Lease the 2023 Acadia with a third-row seat for as low as $297 a month, or stack the savings up with up to $6,000 purchase allowance on the 2023 Sierra Denali Crew, plus no payments until 2024. You can also get 1.9% financing for 36 months across the Buick lineup. Get a good deal for a great cause during Spec's 5th annual Drive for a Cure event. Spec Buick GMC, a family automotive tradition since 1912.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now, through December 31st, receive rebates up to $1,400 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Summer is about going places. No matter where you're going, we have the perfect RV to fit your family. So go ahead, go adventure seeking, go record breaking, go bucket list achieving, go sunshine soaking, go quality time spending, go good time having and memory making, and go with the confidence of knowing that everything you need is with you the whole time. Summertime may be flying by fast, but good old family fun is always here to stay. Broadmoor RV, we make camping fun.
The best way to end your day.
That is good TV.
Friends, tonight at 11:05.
All right, well, it wasn't me, and it wasn't you, Jason.
Oh.
Someone has won the second largest jackpot in U.S. history. That someone is from California.
You got to break it to me a little easier.
I'm so sorry, Jason. There was a single winning ticket matching all 6 numbers for the $1.7 billion grand prize in Wednesday night's drawing.
All right, so here's the winning numbers. 22, hey, my lucky number. 24, 40, 52, and 64. The Powerball was 10. The lucky winner will have the option of a cash payout worth $774 million, or a one-time payment followed by 29 yearly payments that will increase by 5% each year. Ooh, that's a new little wrinkle into that. The ticket was sold at Midway Market and Liquor in Frazier Park, California. One employee from Midway initially couldn't believe that they sold the winning ticket.
Every day people come in every day and buy their tickets, like going to church. You know, it's crazy. This is crazy. Somebody called and said, "Oh my God, you guys sold the winning ticket." I'm like, okay, great. And then somebody else calls, "Are you guys the store that sold the winning ticket?" I'm like, oh man, this is nuts. This is crazy.
Also, 7 lucky ticket holders in 5 states matched all 5 white balls to win $1 million.
Hold on, you're telling me that guy's from Los Angeles?
I believe so. Yes. It took the Powerball 36 drawings until July 19th for someone to win the jackpot. Everyone, I'm relieved. Someone's won it.
Someone has won it, but it wasn't us.
I know.
And it wasn't one of our
Well,
faithful viewers.
You said 22 is your lucky number. Did you have it on your ticket?
Oh, I just get the automatic.
Oh,
ones.
okay. Yeah.
See, that'll teach me.
You should have used your lucky number.
I should have. Well, my lucky number is saying that things are going to be nicer today. Let's take a look outside. I got your first alert weather forecast coming up.
And coming up on Good Morning Northwest, the Republican nominee for the new Speaker of the House has been chosen as the House of Representatives scrambles to get itself in order before the deadline for another government shutdown. And the war between Israel and Hamas continues to escalate as civilians are caught in the midst of a bloody war.
In today's Tech Bites, YouTube overtakes Netflix. A new survey says for the first time, American teens are watching more video on YouTube than they are on streaming leader Netflix. Analysts say the poll shows YouTube's content is improving and the streaming business is getting more competitive. Uber Eats has announced the launch of a new feature. Customers now have the ability to order from 2 restaurants or stores without paying an extra delivery fee. But couriers may object since they would have to incur costs from pickups at 2 separate locations. Finally, Polar has unveiled its new and improved fitness watch. The Polar Vantage 3 can track more than 150 sports and tell you how the food you eat is being utilized during each workout. The V3 has a faster processor and a bigger screen. It costs $600 and is now available for pre-sale. Those are your Tech Bites. I'm Rhiannon Alley. Have a great day.
Meeting's in 20. I'm fine, I'll follow the GPS.
Turn left here.
Oh, can't be.
Proceed along the route.
Are you certain?
Turn right.
Are you for imprint certain?
Arrived.
Certainty matters, like the certainty of ordering items from the promotional product professionals at 4imprint.
Arrived.
To show your appreciation to clients, coworkers, and customers, make your destination 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
My name is Josh Sanabria, and I'm the owner at Isla Veterinary Boutique Hospital. I was 5-6 years of age, and I knew I was going to be a vet. Once Alexandra called me to let me know that Bank of America had approved my loan, it was important to me.
We not only just provide the financing piece, we do everything that we can to surround them with the right people.
All you need is a perfect, amazing team that will guide you through the right steps to be successful, and that's what Bank of America was for me.
Republicans in the House of Representatives have come to a decision on their nominee for Speaker of the House as a government shutdown looms. And the war in Israel continues to escalate as civilians on both sides attempt to flee the violent conflict.
And after a wet and windy week so far, conditions settling down today. I'll get you prepared in my First Alert weather forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
I'm Jason Valentine. Good Thursday morning, everyone. Good morning, Jill.
Morning, Jason. Your radio voice kind of came out on that.
You know what? Yes, it did. Yes, I didn't get a lot of sleep last night, so I don't know. It just kind of came out. So you're absolutely right. I used to work in radio, and just comes out once in a while. But love giving you the weather. Let's take a look outside. Jill, you got me on that one. All right, folks, let's take a look. And we are looking very calm this morning as those shower activity cells have been moving along and getting out of our areas. We are looking very nice, and we're going to see mostly sunny skies today. That's going to continue into your Friday, and very nice conditions are upcoming. So let's take a look at our daily planner. So mostly sunny skies for Yakima. That'll persist into tomorrow. Looks like next chance of showers will be late Friday into Saturday morning. And unfortunately, that could ruin our plans for seeing that partial eclipse coming Saturday morning in the 9 a.m. hour. So mid-60s across the board, plenty of sunshine, light winds to boot. So just very nice conditions. We've been waiting for a day like this since that beautiful weekend. Now, the warmth is definitely not returning, but the nice conditions are. So a touch warmer today, calmer and dry. And again, we'll talk about that partial eclipse coming Saturday. That's going to come up in my First Alert weather forecast. But for right now, we're going to send it back to Jill.
It is unclear when the House of Representatives will have a speaker again. The Republican nominee is struggling to get enough support to win a floor vote. That could be bad news for the U.S. economy. Representative Steve Scalise is the GOP nominee for Speaker of the House. His former opponent is endorsing him, but that's not the end of the story. Scalise needs 217 votes to become Speaker, and some Republicans say they won't support him.
Steve Scalise got 113 votes. That is a majority. But how are you going to convince the other 100 and something of a sudden just say, well, now we're all going to vote for Steve Scalise? I think Steve Scalise is a great guy, but he got 51% of the conference. So my point is this. If we're going to take this floor to the vote, or this vote to the floor, I hope you try to get everybody together and figure out how you're going to get all the others to say, okay, Steve's the guy.
For now, the House is effectively paralyzed with a key ally at war. Meanwhile, Congress needs to pass a spending plan to avoid a government shutdown next month. Civilians in Gaza and Israel are scrambling for cover from unrelenting airstrikes fired from both Israel and Hamas as the war reaches day 6. The number of dead on both sides has risen to at least 2,300, including at least 22 Americans. The Israeli Defense Force has launched multiple airstrikes, accusing Hamas of hiding its operations in civilian infrastructure. The IDF has mobilized more than 300,000 reservists to prepare for a ground incursion into Gaza. Meanwhile, Palestinian civilians are struggling as an Israeli-imposed siege is blocking food and fuel into the territory. Meanwhile, Hamas continues to hold civilians hostage. National Security spokesman John Kirby says the administration is still gathering new information and hasn't yet made any decisions on whether to send U.S. troops into Gaza to recover hostages. More than 250,000 people have already been forced out of their homes in Gaza, according to the UN, but there are very few places to flee to. The Gaza Strip is just 25 miles long and around 7 wide. For reference, that's only about 40 square miles more than the entire Tri-Cities area. Home to more than 2 million people, it's one of the most densely populated places on Earth. Movement in and out of the Strip is closely controlled by Israel at 2 checkpoints. Right now, those crossings are blocked, leaving just one possible exit route, the one into Egypt. A Palestinian official says that crossing came under attack by warplanes on Tuesday. A senior Israeli official says talks are underway to allow U.S. citizens and Palestinians to leave Gaza into Egypt.
I've made very clear that Hamas's attack is absolutely horrific and that we have to hold space for the humanity of everyone in the region here, but all of the families affected and the brutality of this violence. This is a situation of incredible trauma for Israelis, especially on Saturday, and Palestinians who have been enduring the realities of occupation for decades. And I think there needs to be space for us and the ability for us to have that real conversation, that nuanced conversation that sees the humanity of everyone impacted.
The violent nature of the events unfolding in the Middle East can have an impact on young people. According to health experts, experiencing or viewing traumatic events can cause heightened stress or anxiety. A licensed therapist with Children's Healthcare of Atlanta says young kids who have not been exposed to the images can be spared from having to talk about such a difficult subject. However, with older kids, she says, don't wait for them to approach you.
Really, that's not what they need. Kids don't need a script. They need you to be in it with them and let them know they're not alone in it. How to kind of check their thoughts and see if it's accurate and it's helpful. And you're teaching them strategies to regulate. So if they're feeling overwhelmed, there are things that they can do to calm their body and calm their mind.
Baumstein says to keep an eye out for warning signs in children. If they withdraw or don't interact with friends like they usually do, it may be time to have a difficult conversation. Jason Valentine is here now with a look at your forecast.
Thank you so much, Jill. And folks, we have a wonderful Thursday ahead. We are staying cool, but we're more around our average for this time of year. I'll have a sneak peek at your weekend when showers might reappear. That's coming up.
And in a surprise move from the United Auto Workers Union, employees at Ford's largest plant walked off the job yesterday and joined the picket lines. We'll tell you what led to that decision coming up.
Life's better when you're under our roof.
Guess that's what American Family Insurance is for. He's the wise twin.
Save up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto insurance today.
Shelter. Out here, it's the most important thing. But the good thing is, my Ford F-150 provides enough power to keep working.
Get a great deal on an F-150, only at your local Ford dealer.
Did you see this? It says most people are going to need long-term care that health insurance and Medicare won't cover.
I saw that, and it got me thinking, if I need to pay for home modifications or in-home care, I am not prepared. Are you?
Not really. I mean, whatever happens, I just want to know that I'll be able to get care and stay in my own home as I age.
Right? I want that too. So,
Find out how the WA Cares Fund can help.
Welcome to the Village Bistro. We're happy you're here. I wanted to share with you some of the things we have on our menu.
One of my favorite things is our lemon ricotta pancakes, topped with blueberries and powdered sugar and butter, and oh my, they are so delicious. You gotta try our 4-cheese mac and cheese or burgers. Some say they're the best in town. We love to get to know each customer that comes in, and we want you to feel like family when you're with us.
For 25 years, you have chosen Smart Law as your legal team. Times may change, but our commitment to you remains the same. We believe everyone has the right to exceptional legal representation. From all of us at Smart Law, we thank you for your trust and will continue to serve and fight for our clients and their loved ones. Smart Law, smart choice.
Hi, I'm David Smith.
And I'm Tori Smith, local owners of Mattress Depot USA.
We both grew up in the Seattle area.
But unlike our large competitors, we still live in this community.
We do business with local manufacturers from right here in the Pacific Northwest.
Hey, we realize that your top priority is to get a quality mattress at the best possible price, and that's what we do.
And it never hurts to do business with someone local.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Shelter. Out here, it's the most important thing. But the good thing is, my Ford F-150 provides enough power to keep working.
Get a great deal on an F-150, only at your local Ford dealer.
Life's better when you're under our roof.
Guess that's what American Family Insurance is for. He's the wise twin.
Save up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto insurance today.
This newscast sponsored by Nissan.
Welcome back on this Thursday morning. Well, the United Auto Workers upped the ante against Ford in a surprise move last night. The union called for 8,700 workers to walk off the job at the company's largest plant. The Kentucky truck plant builds the heavy-duty version of the F-Series pickup truck, the Ford Expedition SUV, and the Lincoln Navigator. According to Ford, the UAW called for a negotiation session Wednesday evening and asked for a new offer. After a few minutes, UAW President Shawn Fain reportedly told negotiators, if that's all you've got, you just lost KTP. It's a bold move, both because it came without warning and because vehicles the plant produces generates about $25 billion per year, or 1/6 of Ford's overall revenue.
For us to come to work every day and for the billionaires to continue to build off of off of our sweat, and we don't get what we deserve, it's just not fair.
The overall strike, which includes automakers General Motors and Stellantis, have been ongoing since September 15th. It's been slowly expanding to include more plants during that time. Coming up, our Riley Fitzgerald returns. She joins us with the newest installment of her Superintendent Sit Down. This time, meeting with Pete Peterson of Kiona Benton School District. That's coming up, and also coming up next, my first alert weather forecast. I'm going to get you ready for your Thursday. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
A successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process. With Windermere on your side and confidence in your real estate journey.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Take a trip back in time at the Uptown Antique Market. Nearly 30 individual vendors with an amazing variety of inventory. From furniture to clothing, housewares to home decor, memorabilia, and much, much more. New inventory arriving daily at the Uptown Antique Market in Richland's historic Uptown.
Paradise is hot.
I'm falling in love.
I'm not gonna wanna explore someone else.
But this love triangle is not.
I feel betrayed.
The shady is really shady.
This is very difficult for me too, I think.
New Bachelor in Paradise tonight on ABC.
Our hometown. It's more than the regions we live in or the roads we drive on. It's a camaraderie, a belonging. It's working together to be a part of something bigger. Over 1 million pounds of food has been donated over the last 20 years through the Hometown Food Drive. That's countless community partners working together. Still, thousands of people in our community face food insecurity, 40% of them children. But you've always been ready to help. All October long, bring a non-perishable food donation to McCurley dealerships or find a specially packed food donation bag at any local Yolks Fresh market. You are driving change in our community. That's what makes home, home.
Find your way home in a new, used, or certified pre-owned vehicle from McCurley Mazda.
One good round deserves another at Zentel Creek Golf Club in Kennewick. Stay warm inside with state-of-the-art golf simulators, or book banquet space for your next family or professional event. Weekends liven up with select live music events throughout the season. Go to zentelcreek.com to find the list of live music options and make reservations for golf, dinner, drinks, and fun all year round.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Thursday morning, everyone. Hope you're having a good morning so far. I hope you're having as much fun as the staff of GMNW is having this morning. We're having a good time. All right, we are looking at very nice and calm conditions throughout our areas. Beautiful look at our Columbia Point Skycam. If you can tell, we have a better camera out there and it looks much more sharp, and that will continue to be the case. So I'm a big fan of that. So radar, we are looking at just a little bit of shower activity going into the Blue Mountain region just about an hour ago, but that is dissipating. We are looking at dry conditions today. Looks like showers may return late Friday. I'll get to that. Well, I'll get to that right now. We are seeing plenty of sunshine today, so a nice change, a return to what we saw last weekend and the weekend, but not with those temperatures. Then we're going to be seeing a little bit of shower activity coming in late Friday, and it's going to persist into our Saturday morning. And what that means is still a very good chance of that partial eclipse for our areas being covered up by the clouds. So we're going to keep a close eye on that. We'll have an update on that tonight. So on our temperatures right now, we are chilly. Look at this. Yakima, 37, 5 degrees above the freezing mark. So bundle up as you're heading out the door. Why is it cooler this morning? Less clouds, nothing to hold in the heat, or at least the temperatures we had yesterday. So much cooler conditions. Please grab a coat as you're heading out the door. Our temperatures, our average temperature right now is just below 70 degrees. That's for the Tri-Cities, so mid to upper 60s for most of our cities. And we're going to be right around, a little above, a little below for the week ahead. So an average week after seeing much cooler conditions this week and then those summer-like conditions last week. We're kind of going back and forth, my goodness. So wind speeds, they are very light today, and they're going to continue to be light, even nominal, as we move along into Saturday and just slowly building up into Monday, and maybe Tuesday we'll see 10 to 20 mile per hour winds. So a little bit of wind action next week, and again, folks, we do expect to see a little bit of shower activity on the way next week as well. So the eclipse coming, if you missed it yesterday, the eclipse coming on Saturday morning. It's an annular eclipse, which means the moon isn't exactly keeping the sun out completely. It's not covering it up, at least in our viewpoint, but it is having a ring of fire around it. If you want to see the full totality of that, you'll have to go to Eugene or Bend, Oregon. Our next total eclipse is next April, but that goes through Texas, the Midwest, and the East Coast. So do get ready. Hopefully we'll see some cloud breaks on Saturday morning. Again, for our areas, it'll be around 9:15 to 9:25. So taking a look at our highs, we are in the mid 60s pretty much across the board. We're a couple degrees warmer than we were yesterday, and we're quite a bit warmer actually in the Blues. We were in the upper 50s yesterday and in Yakima. 7-day forecast. forecast, we're going to remain in those mid to upper 60s through our weekend into our next work week. Again, chances of showers late Friday into Saturday, and then it looks like we'll have some chances of showers into our next work week. In the Tri-Cities area, lower 70s return on Saturday and Sunday and Monday. And again, we're going to see nice conditions through tomorrow evening, but today, light winds, plenty of sunshine, highs in the mid-60s. Should be a nice, very October day ahead.
We are sending it over to Apple Valley News Now's Riley Fitzgerald with the Superintendent Sit Down.
Good morning, Jill. We're sitting down with superintendents as we continue to kick off this school year. We're asking what the most important things are to school districts and what problems education systems are facing. In this edition of the Superintendent Sit Down, today we hear from Kiona-Benton School District Superintendent Pete Peterson. What are some of the goals for the Kiona-Benton School District for the 2023 to 2024 school year?
I think one of the biggest goals is trying to refocus around Kaibi as a community and as a school system within the community. We're taking very important steps to recognize that our kids don't necessarily look like other kids, either up or down the valley or in the Tri-Cities, and making sure that we're affording them the best opportunities for our kids. So trying to design some programming and some opportunities that may not exist in other places, but our kids have a need. So we're trying to focus on that a little more this year.
Gotcha. And what are some of the challenges that this school year is bringing?
To be honest, this school year has started off, knock on wood, as well as a school year has started in quite a while. As I talk to other superintendents and other school personnel around the region, around the state, we're getting a lot of the same things. Kids have fallen back into a routine. You know, last year was really the first kind of go back to real school post-COVID, and it had its own unique set of challenges, as a lot of people will tell you from last year. This year, things were a little more known, and so expectations for kids have been higher, and the kids have jumped up to meet them. It's kind of nice to go into a school year and really have an expectation of, well, yeah, we're doing school again the way that we were trained to do it before COVID.
And how would you say that COVID impacted teachers?
I marvel at the fact that our teaching staff was able to do as well as they could on very short notice. That being said, some of the things that our teachers are utilizing every day, quite frankly, wouldn't have been there unless COVID had happened. So we have a lot more teachers using interactive software. We have a lot more of, we get used to the Teams and the Zooms for meetings. Well, those have very good ways of being utilized in the classroom. So all of our kids have access to Teams. And quite frankly, we were able to get kids computers and go one-to-one much faster than if we'd been simply asked to implement it over a number of years. The necessity of COVID and the things that it was forced upon us have actually turned out to be, in some cases, a positive, because it really made us come up to speed quicker.
And this is just a piece of my long conversation with Superintendent Peterson. You can find the extended version on our website or on our YouTube channel, Apple Valley News Now. Coming up tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest, we sit down with Superintendent Tricia Mooney with the Hermiston School District. Catch us here tomorrow. Jill, I'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Riley. When we come back, getting a dementia diagnosis can be a scary thing, but the family of one Wisconsin man came up with a way to keep his mind active and keep the hope alive.
1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer in the course of their lifetime. At Speck Family Dealerships, we're continuing the fight against breast cancer with the 5th annual Drive for a Cure campaign. During October, purchase any vehicle at one of our 5 Speck locations and we'll donate the cost of a mammogram to the Tri-Cities Cancer Center. Together, we can keep fighting this ugly disease until one day we have a cure. Visit speckdealerships.com for more information.
At West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, we want to remind you, your oral health is important. We know that life can get busy. Don't let your family's oral health take a back seat. At West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, we offer extended hours. That's right, we are open from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m., Monday through Friday, plus Saturdays for when the week gets to be too full. We want you to smile healthy and live happy. Find us at one of our 2 locations, West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco. Stunning smiles for the whole family.
Are you tired of your bathroom not fitting your needs? If you're frustrated with your bathroom, then there's no reason to wait any longer. At Bath Planet, we're here to help. Our team of trained professionals will take the time to learn what you'd like out of your bathroom and help you create the perfect layout. And with our lifetime warranty, we'll always be there for you. Stop by our showroom on Clearwater in Kennewick or visit us online today. Bath Planet, where experience meets excellence.
Woods Nursery is a third-generation family-owned business serving the Tri-Cities since 1965. Right now is a great time to plant, and Woods has a wide variety of inventory with the most experienced people in the industry. Visit our beautiful facility with 5 acres of everything you could possibly need, and be sure to check out our gift shop. Woods Nursery thanks you and is looking forward to 50 more years. 2615 Van Giesen off the Bypass Highway in Richland.
Join the fun at this year's Free Fall Festival, October 12th and 14th. 2 days of free fun, movie night at Fairchild Cinemas in Pasco, and fun and games at Volunteer Park. Brought to you by Giesa Credit Union, Lourdes Health, and Pasco Parks and Recreation.
Twig's Bistro and Martini Bar. We're shaking things up.
At Affordable Dentures and Implants, we believe in the healing power of a new smile, the way it makes you look and feel, the way a smile lights up a room, so people can see the best version of you, which is why we make new smiles affordable for everyone, so you don't need to wait another day to get your smile back. Scan the QR code to learn more, or visit affordabledentures.com.
Go ahead and smile.
Prosser Memorial Health now scheduling mammograms with your health and safety in mind.
All right, folks, let's head closer to home on this Thursday morning, getting close to that weekend, everyone. We are slightly warmer, and wow, is it going to be a beauty of a day. Plenty of sunshine throughout. We're going to expect sunshine for your Friday as well, at least, well, after sundown, though, we could see those showers return as we move into the Yakima Valley. We're right in those mid to lower 60s. In the mid-Columbia, mid-60s as well. Quite a few 66s there. And let's head over to the Blue Mountain region. More sunshine there, maybe a tad bit more cloud coverage. And our cool spots, Heppner, Athena, and our friends in Boardman.
A Wisconsin man is using puzzles to combat the impact of dementia, and his wife credits keeping his mind active with also extending his lifespan. Ken Kozorowski has the story.
Nobody said I was any good with switches.
Mike Rankin's always had a problem-solving mind. 41 years as an engineer with Trane will do that.
Mostly designed test facilities, designed around how to wreck stuff.
A sharp mind. Dealt a dementia diagnosis 9 years ago.
I didn't realize it until after I did some work at the clinic.
To have somebody tell you you've got dementia and there's no cure, and that was difficult.
Mike would start to notice it in everyday tasks.
My fingers don't work like they should.
He came home and he got very depressed for a little while.
But his wife Cynthia told their daughters that if Dad was going to make it,
we got to come up with something for Dad's engineering brain.
And the youngest daughter found these 3D wooden puzzles. They ordered a few, shipped from Japan to La Crosse, and Cynthia sat Mike down.
You need something to do. You're not going to sit in front of that television.
But he quickly discovered
they let me use my mind.
And for several years now, he's been building countless vehicles, clocks, even a gramophone.
They don't always fit like they're supposed to, so I have to sand some of them and then wax them.
Each one these days taking about 6 to